Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program, Rise of the Dark Fog. Now, last episode we finished setting up our assembly machines for circuit boards. Now we have a ILS full of those. It's really great. Next thing that I want to set up, and this is all to get our processors up and running. So next thing I want to set up is this one, microcrystalline components. Now the recipe is strikingly similar in terms of input ratios. It's 2:1, 2:1. The only difference is that the output is 1 instead of 2, and that we are going to need twice the time. So that regard, so this build should be identical as far as I can recall. Okay, this is something I didn't think of actually when I built the silicon hub. Let's land, let's stop wasting fuel for nothing. No, that actually won't make much of a difference. It is still 1 per second. Usage is just half the output, so the output belts are gonna be able to handle everything that we throw at them. We still need the same length, so we are golden. Now we'll try to draw a straight line over here. I didn't say I'll succeed, I said that I'll try. Let's actually succeed. And oh, for the next thing, it's half the speed, same input, and half the output. So we're gonna be producing at a quarter, which is rather unfortunate, but nothing I can do about that now. What I do want to do is plot this one down. The question is this the right spot? I would say that this is the right spot. Now obviously we won't have the pilers. What I want to do though is, once the recipe, clear this, clear settings, yes, thank you. Full demand, load storage, and this is going to accept. Where are they? Microcrystalline components, everything else stays the same. Well, not everything else. This will obviously turn to those things. And let's get these ones. What can I say? The irony. We are missing the exact same thing that we're meant to be producing here. Remember to put the BAP down before I start putting a new build. Will really help. That is 60 and I need 3 more. What else am I missing? That's all the belt. So I'm just missing 3 of those and 14 of the other things. That is extremely descriptive. I know. I am missing 3 of these spray coaters and a lot of these other ones. So let's jumpstart this build. Be able I need to be careful how many of these things actually take, but let's go ahead and okay, that should be everything that I'm missing. Just got a speed boost as well, and while that's happening I need to quickly go and change the recipe. Really wish for a shortcut right now. There was meant to be a power pole right over there, symmetric to that other one. And while this is building, I'll stay right here in the middle to make sure that I guess this one is still charging. Yeah, that's still charging. That's why the power is so high. I'm getting pretty close to power usage though, so we'll have to see how that goes. Coal is in. Actually don't have power supply and most of these are idle, so that's a bit of a bummer. How many of these can I make? I can make 6 more. Well, it's a copper issue. Copper over here. Still I do not have, and it's going to be extremely hard to produce. Oh wow, I am missing a lot of things. Fortunately, I have enough to produce a few prisms, but this is starting to slowly build things. And yeah, as I was saying, let's take a look at our final recipe. And this is a more complex recipe, I would say. And I actually didn't get a chance to look at the recipe before the game, so well, I did look a little, but not as in much detail as I would have hoped. Now, the ratios are very different. That is clear, so we need a balanced input-output. And basically we'll also need to manage the outputs very well. But let's see. If I get... So I cannot get 6 belts out. If I get 5 belts and 5 belts, that is not gonna work because on 5 belts, the output is gonna be, well, a base of 2.5 belts plus extra. So that's actually an output of 3 belts. So that's above 12. That means that we'll need to output 4 and 4. So we won't use the full length of the full outputs of the ILS. But let's see what 4 and 4 means. So 4 and 4 means that I will be able to compress those 2 lanes into one for proliferation. And then I will have to split those lanes up into 2 lanes again. Probably a similar setup to what we have here. 2 lanes going down the center and 1 lane coming back up. 4 lanes means... I'm looking at the wrong thing. 4 lanes means... how much? 30 times 4. 30 times 4, that is 120. So, and we will output 60. So we will output a total of 2 lanes. Which we should be able to fully compress down to 1 lane. Wait. Am I doing something wrong here with the math? I think I'm doing something wrong because at 5 lanes I will get 2.5 lanes, and that means that I can fully compress that 3 lanes with bonus. That means I can fully compress those 3 lanes into one 4-stack lane. So that means that I can perfectly balance inputs and outputs. So I will need 10 lanes in total for circuits and crystals. I will have 50, so probably what I'll do is I'll actually divide an output lane into 2 and then merge 3 and 3. And 3 and 3, 3 and 3 for the circuit boards, 3 and 3 for the microcrystalline components, and have those 2 separate lanes running down the center here. So let's start actually playing around with that for a bit. Okay, this goes over here. That's as much as I'm gonna be able to get. If I try to... oops, I didn't want that one. I want transparent one here. But I do need to flatten this one out. So I'll most likely need a belt running through there. Yeah, that's still very good output. I will take just a minute break from this to go put down a few more geothermal stations. That's a 120 over here. These are extremely low, but there was a 121 over here. There's another good one over there, and that's lack of item. Let's see, I can get all three, then get everything connected back. This should give me a few extra megawatts of power. And let's get back to what I was saying here. Now 5 and 5, it's a very odd number. I really liked 4 and 4, but I do want to get maximum input output. So the way I'm thinking I'm gonna do this is... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Just lost quite a bit of material. But I do need to cancel this one as well. This should get picked up. So this is gonna have this. I'll keep them as supply for now. This one and this one. I'll output this. This is gonna be local demand. Let's get 50 of these in here. And this is not powered yet, so that's good. This is me trying to cram all the silicon back into really? Still have one that's missing. That is a bit annoying. Anyway, let's get back to our design here. So what I'm thinking is that I get a line of circuits, or the other one over here. I use a splitter, get one lane to the right, one lane to the left. And then I will need to have balance. So 5 lanes means 2.5 on one side, 2.5 on one side. This can be 1. This can be 2. I can have the half here. And this will be what's happening? Colliding with what? That's 1. That is 2. Sorry, I need 5 in total. So that is completely wrong. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. To learn how to count, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is gonna be input, and this is going to be that one. So the idea here is that it's really annoying to design when I do not have those things on me. At the same time, it's really hard to get those things without without having enough resources, but actually this should make it way better. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a trip back home because I will need more things on me. I am running low on a few things, belts and whatnot. Inserters I still have, well, let's just say that there's a few things that I'm running low on, and that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Should be able to get full speed, but unfortunately we're in a pretty bad orbit phase. So while we're traveling, let's get back here. So we're gonna do 4 lanes of assembly machines, that's for sure. That means that we're gonna have, so we have 5 belts, that means 30 items plus a quarter of 30, which is not really divisible by 4, but let's say it is. Let's go with 28, that is 5, 2, 7. 37 items per second. And no. Can I power this? I think I managed to save most of them. It was really unfortunate. So this is where I was. Oh, get back ground. Where I was prospecting for land. So getting back over here, I should be able to provide quite a few microcrystalline components. Although I do believe that the bottleneck was not this anymore. Actually, it was. I was almost entirely out of the microcrystalline components, so hooray, that should help. Now, first order of business, I want to get these ones automated because I require a lot of them. So you build me this. Let's take a look at the recipe. Steel gears, supermagnetic rings, and the faithful processors. I'm not gonna need pots for this one just yet, but let's put ingredients. Steel gears, rings, and processors, and just the filters. there is a bit more steel now, which is really great. Iron is still extremely low, but fortunately this is almost full now. So that's great. I will top this off. I'll actually not allow this to go all the way to full, just in case I need to store myself something. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. I will steal without a hesitation all of these chips to get this one working, and I'll actually upgrade this. Yeah, power is not doing great. Do I still have... What's happening here? I was pretty sure that this would be able to support these many thermal plants, but apparently this is actually running out. Well, we won't... Where is that? Totally different planet. That's great. Yeah, we're very slowly running low on that. Trying to think if there's something I can do easily to avoid it. I cannot think of anything, so... Oh man, that's really great. That feels really, really great. Let's get a few more of these. I do have a bit more steel. Let's top off on belt. I'll just get one stack. I now have plenty of those, and I am fairly okay with everything else, I guess. There is one extra thing I would want to get, and that is a stack of these things, because I was building them by hand, and that's not cool. And wait, what? I am incredible. I need to take a better look at the map next time I do something as stupid as what I've just done. I won't actually upgrade it, that's more power. I need less power consumption. I actually had the build right under my nose. Somehow I've missed it. No clue how, but I have missed it. Now there is maybe a bit more in my inventory than I would like to. I'll take it. Oh, no, wait, that is serious 2, not serious 4. That is serious 4. The serious 1. Don't go into orbit, don't go into orbit. There we go. And back to the point that I was trying to make for a very long time. We're gonna be consuming 2 of those 0.6 per second to get one processor. That is going to be a very low consumption rate, painfully low consumption rate. Yeah, I've had a slight change of heart. That's just too low of a consumption rate on a on a 0.6. So I will have stacks of 4 inserters and I would need to consume 150 items. Well, it's 150, but the speed multiplier is 1, so I would need to consume 100 items per second. I consume... That's gonna be divided by 4 because I have 4 assembly machines. So 100 divided by 4, that is 25. And that's gonna be times 0.6. 25 times 0.6 or 25 divided by 0.6, that is 41 machines, up to 42 potentially. These are 6 machines. 42 machines. I need to fly to be able to drag that many. Okay, now apparently I cannot get more. This is 15. This is 20. This is 40. That is a very long build, and I don't want to do it. Also, managing 5 belts is gonna be a pain, especially in a nice and tightly packed space. On the other hand, if I go over here, I actually have already designed a way to over here. I'm sure I've designed that somewhere. A way to pack 4 belts into... I was sure I designed that somewhere, apparently I haven't. But, well, let's not dwell on that. Let's see how I can pack these 4 belts. I will want to pack them over here. So these get merged into 2, these get merged into 2. This is the limit to where I can build. Let's see, can I get all of this working? That looks good. That looks good too. Now, if I can get this one out over here and this one out over here, I'm still in the bounds of the space that I designed for my boss. So this looks, I'm actually quite happy with how this looks. I would really wish I knew how to flip a blueprint, if that's even possible. I guess I'll just build. Do it mirrored, so I know that I need to wait, what? This one still merge? Don't really get it. I can build like this, I guess. This doesn't make any sense. Maybe because I'm getting closer to the pole. The lines are getting closer together and this doesn't work anymore. Let's assume that that's the case and figure out a different way to do this. So can I do... I'll need to go a bit more, something like this, and quite obviously I will do it symmetrical, although the other one looks so much better. I cannot do even that one, so it is what it is. It does need to be symmetrical, however, so under protest, but yeah, I'll do it. will do it like this. Really? Once? Again? Oh, I do not have any supply there. I only have it here. And I need to take very little because my inventory is very dried up. Those. And let's see. This one will go like here. And you go here. You go here. And I will need to split. I'm wondering what's a nice way of doing that. I'll still maybe have this one on the... Okay, before I do anything, this is the bound, this is the center, this is going to be an output lane, this is going to be an output lane. I will build on this side first because this is where I'll have restrictions. Okay, this is way too close. See if I can squeeze another one in. But even though I can squeeze all the input on just one lane, I will get everything in like this. Have it be a symmetrical lane. So output is going to somehow converge over here. This is gonna be one of the lanes. You'll need to go down like this and then the other side. Let's keep it on the left. So now the question is, how do I split this one? Where do I split that one? If I put a splitter here and I just filter, that won't work because I'll still need another splitter. So I think that the answer is splitter over here. Now, I could have done it one level closer and used the... Wait, what am I doing? This one goes like this here. And this one goes like this here. Output goes, well, I can go over here. This is the other output belt. And you go over there like that. This can probably be compacted a bit. Let's do a quick math as well. Now I have only 4 lanes, that's 120 items per second of either. And 120, that is going to be divided by 4, so that's 30. Yes, that's 30 items per second that need to be consumed. This the speed factor of the machine is 1.5, which means that I will be consuming 2 items per 2 seconds. So 1 item per second, I guess. Yeah, 1 item per second. And I have to consume 30, that means I need 30 factories, which is still a lot. But I think that the setup here was substantially easier because I didn't have the 5 belts. Now this could be easily moved back 1 tile. Can this be moved back 1 tile? I do want to try to compress it, just slightly. Yes, this can be moved back 1 tile. So that means that I can have the splitter over here. Let's go over there now. Oh, I can target it. Yes, I can. So this will go over there like that. Goes over here and looks like that. I can remove this now to create that gap again, so this can go under. And this just goes like this. And I'm thinking if I need to compress anything. For the fun of it, I don't know if it's actually required, but I will add 1 compressor over here, 1 compressor over here, piler, or it is called a piler, let's call it a piler. Let's not be lazy. Tall order, but I'll do my best. Which means that this can be squeezed in like that. Similar thing here. This, like this. To have it symmetrical. And let's see, power poles. Can I squeeze in power poles here? Yes, I can. Of item. I do not like lack of item. So that's powered. That is not powered. So come on. Place this in the center. This one can be here and oh. That was almost funny. Got to place down a power pole, but now it's all good. You get me these things. Copy, let's paste the recipe a few times, although I shouldn't have done that because I still need to place down inserters. So I could have just copy pasted everything afterwards, but what's done is done. We'll use level 2 inserters from the get-go. Hopefully I have enough. This one can grab from here, this one can grab from here, and it's gonna be like that. And let's see, more than fine with the level 1. Blueprint this. There, use now. Yes, plot over, plot over. That's quite a few of them. I'm probably gonna be missing things. Probably I am going to be missing things. Borrow just a bit of iron here to make those final few inserters. And why is there no proliferator in here? Local demand, storage, don't supply this. Let's feed a bit by hand. Maybe there's not producing as much as I'm stockpiling. I'll have to take a look into that, but let's do it. Let's move this to local demand. Local demand. This is storage. I don't want to see how power is holding. It is holding because everything here is idle. So this is gonna consume a lot of power. This is actually stuck. Why is this stuck? It's missing a belt there. Yep, it was missing a belt there. I think that this is piled up, but these belts should be flowing freely. Are you missing a belt over here as well? Yes, you are. That's so weird. It looks like the belt is there, but it actually isn't. Oh, these ones do not have belt connection at all. I need to manually check everything to make sure that resources are flowing. That's going, that's going. All the screens are lighting up. And resources are going everywhere. Power is on the brink of failing. Why? Because lack of item, that's why. Let's get a few more of this build. Okay, so this is missing quite a few inserters. That should be everything fully upgraded on that side. And let's get this one going too. I think I need a few more. Oh yeah, definitely need a few more. No clue how. These ones don't have any outputs. do you not have any outputs? So that's why power was still holding. This should be the final blow to my power consumption here. Yeah, the power is going down really fast. But everything is working and I am now mass producing these things. So this is now on remote supply, which means I can go back to my home base and import these, and I will be able to get everything I need to build a base up to this level at least. Am I flying in the right direction? I am not. I'm flying in literally the opposite direction, but it's probably going to be closer to keep flying that way. Yeah, I'm on the opposite side of the planet. Now this episode is way over time. I will keep it at an hour length. Hour and a bit. I will place down more power generation in the next episode as the first order of business. Come on. It's that one. I was literally standing next to it. Yeah. This is low, but this is... Oh, this is not producing at full speed because these two are running extremely low. That's why. This one is producing at full speed actually. It's just this one. But regardless, the reserves here are not ideal. 360. I will put PLSs here to supply coal, but I have a huge amount of coal here, so I can easily supply it. This one is pretty shy on coal as well. This is huge on silicon. But yeah, next episode we kind of have our to-do list set up for us. And that being said, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, even though it was a bit lengthier and I wasn't maybe as prepared as I would have wanted to be. Next time I'll do my homework a bit better and get the build done in a more streamlined manner. But I do enjoy building these setups, calculating what I think are the good ratios and aesthetically pleasing setups. I'm quite happy with how everything here looks. I do need to calculate the lengths of these builds, so know how much space I have over in this direction. Hopefully I can avoid this one, but yeah, that being said, thank you all very much for watching and I will see you here next time.